Alright guys, customer's complaint is that it runs rough. It had the codes pulled. It seemed like there were multiple codes, so we're going to check that anyway. Now his complaint is that it's surging. So the car's already warmed up. Let me start this up and let's see what we got. I don't know if you hear it. You hear a little air? This is not that bad. I mean, I hear it's running a little rough. I'm going to put it in gear. Oh, wait a minute. That got a little worse. And I can actually hear air more. You hear air? Let me put it in gear and see how it does.
Hey, I can stay in front of it.
Oh yeah, I definitely hear some air.
You shut it off or the shut off?
I shut it off.
Oh.
And when I shut it off, you heard some air.
Yeah.
All right, guys. The first thing we're gonna do is hook up the scanner to see what's going on, see what these codes are. Now, let me show you where the the diagnostic connector is, and then we're gonna hook it up. Okay, on your Cadillac, it's gonna be up under the dashboard to the left of the steering column. There should be a cover right here, but it's gone. But it's gonna be right there. So let's hook that up and let's see what we got. Be right back. All right, guys, we got the Autel MK908 hooked up. We're gonna go into the powertrain, trouble codes, read codes, and let's see what we got here. That's taking, okay, there we go. Alright, mass airflow sensor, PO171, PO174. I knew I hear an air leak. Engine random misfire. Knock sensor, oh boy. Camshaft position sensor, crankshaft position sensor, EGR system perform, secondary air injection. Oh boy. Catalyst. Wow, this is a lot. Now how do you go about this? The first thing we're going to do, we hear an air leak. So what we're going to do is concentrate on those two codes first, because with those two codes, that can also trigger the mass airflow code, a PO300. It may be, because it's running rough, maybe on the knock sensor. No, it wouldn't trigger the camshaft or the crankshaft. Well, I'm not sure. Since cleared, it passed and failed. That was just history, so I'm not going to worry about that. EGR, it might affect it. Secondary air injection, maybe there's something else going on. It can cause a CAT. If you got too much air going to your system, it can mess up your CAT. And a system idle system high. It can do that. So guess what we're going to do, guys? Let's go out of here. And what I'm going to do here is I want to go into live data, but what I want to do here is, let's get this up a little bit right here. I want to take this cover off right here. And to take this cover off, you got two 13mm like socket bolts right here. Not even bolts, it's caps. Two 13mm caps, and then this thing will just pull right out of there. So let's get that off, and then we're going to check live data together. Alright, right back. Alright guys, look at this thing, man. This thing's looking a lot worse now. Let's check data. We're going to go into fuel trend. That's what I'm interested in. This speed on or something. Let me escape out here and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we got everything hooked up now. Live data. I want to go into fuel trim. Man, already. This is what I like about the MK908. It lets us know what the parameters should be between, and then the PID will turn red when it's not, and that one is not good. Loop status is open. That should be closed. Maybe because something. This thing should be in closed loop. There we go. Get them O2 sensors nice and warm. And I was short. Oh, there it is. Alright, guys, what we're gonna do. Oh, we got both bank 1 and bank 2 at 30, man. I'm thinking all for crazy. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do, guys. Get you some carburetor cleaner. And what you're gonna do is lightly spray around, especially out here, air around here. And at the same time, you're gonna be watching your fuel trimmers. So, and see if they change. So let me see. Wait a minute, because the engine evened out, it smoothed out right around there. They ain't changing. I hear a lot of air sucking in. There it is. Look at that, man. Look at that. Yeah, we got it. And look at the engine. Watch out. See how it's running rough right now? I'll tell you. Look how it's smoothed out. Right around here. Out of fluid here. Yeah. Alright, so this is what we gotta do, guys. Yeah, it's starting to act up again. So we got an air leak. So what's gotta happen here first? We gotta let the customer know. First thing we gotta do is replace this intake manifold gasket, and guys, there's a plate right between the intake and the back of the throttle body that has a little air tube and yeah, this thing's really messed up. You gotta replace that as well. You definitely want to replace that. So let's go talk to the customer, and if they want it done, we're gonna change it, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, spoke to the customer. This is what we're going to do. We're going to replace the intake manifold gasket and that little boot in between there. Now, I'm not going to do it on this video. In the description below, you're going to see a link to a video where we replace this. Check that out, and then when you come back from checking that out, then we're going to do the test again on this to see where the fuel trims are at. So, I will see you in a few minutes. Be right back. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. We are back. Now the next thing we're going to do is start this car up, warm it up, get the auto out here, pull up live data, and let's look at this together. Remember, our short-term fuel trim was over by 30 on bank 1 and bank 2. When we sprayed it, it went down. It went down to 19, but I think it would have kept 1 if I would have got the leak. But let's get everything warmed up and get it hooked up, and we'll be right back. You know guys, before we do anything, let's read the codes one more time in front of you guys. This thing takes a while. Alright, these are the codes we got. Same thing, 171, 174. Alright, escape. escape, erase codes. Okay, yes, we want to clear it. Code. Now what we're going to do is reread the codes. Now this is good to let us know whether we got a hard fault, whether there's something else going on that's not related to what we did. This will definitely let us know. So hopefully nothing comes back. No 4 codes taken. That's good. All right. The next thing we're going to do is escape. We're going to let the car warm up, and then we're going to go into live data together. All right. We'll be right back. All right, guys. We got it warmed up. I know it is a little bit high. Let's go into live data, engine. I'm going to go into fuel trim again. Look at our short term. Look at that short term right there. That's what I'm talking about, yo. That's how we get down. The Astro. Look at those fuel trims. You see that, Timmy? Alright. We're in closed loop already. Last time it took us a little while to get in the closed loop. That is cool, man. Our long term, let's see. Long term is 1. And -2. Man, this thing is great. Okay, I thought the engine was kind of racing, but it's not. It says 649, 650. That is perfect, man. Everything came out great, man. Look at that. Now again, everything looks good. Let's go back up to our short term. We saw that, guys. Look at that. Now again, we had a lot of other codes in there. These 2 codes can affect all that, so I gotta let the customer know that everything looks good now. But it is a possibility that 1 or 2 of the other codes may come up. But as far as the running, the surging that he was worried about, that has been fixed. That is done. Alright, guys, if you have any comments or questions, be sure to post them in the comment section below. Or you can email me direct, yeah, buddy, at tim@AstroAutoRepairs.com. Hope you paid attention. If not, watch again. This is Timmy and Sydney from Astro Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.